Well, here we are, right at the last sheet of the Excel Advanced series. If you've made it this far, well, congratulations, and I've kept the best for the last. Well, if you remember, some sheets ago we had done the Vlookup formula, and if you remember, Vlookup stands for vertical lookup. It extracts the unique name where there is only a single entry in your data set. If you have duplicate entries like the one in this example where you have Madonna here, Madonna here, Madonna here, VLOOKUP will not work. If you apply the VLOOKUP formula, it will only retrieve the first instance of the name Madonna, right? Now in this video, it's a little bit tough though. We're going to see how we can retrieve multiple records with the index formula, right? Now before we go on to the index formula, I would just like to show you a couple of formulas. If I type in row here, equals row. Now row is an Excel formula. If I type in and I hit enter, it gives me the row number. If you see, this is row number 7, right? Just wanted to show you that. Let's do another formula, which is small, and basically there are two arguments for the small function. One is the array and the second part is k. Now k denotes a number. It can be 1, 2, 3, 4 or whatever. If you have some units like this and you want to see what is the second smallest or the first smallest or the third smallest, you would be using this formula. So if I highlight this data set over here, now that gives me the array, and I want to see what is the second smallest number in that range. I will type in 2 and it will give me 1597. So 1597 is over here, and that's your second smallest number in this data set. Now keep these two formulas in mind, and let's start with the if function. Equals if. Now we're going to test this cell against this data range. So I'm clicking on Madonna. That's our logical test. If this value, and I'm pressing F4 to lock it, is equal to this range, F4 to lock it, then what do we need to do? We need to retrieve the row numbers, right? So I'm typing in the row formula here, and for the same data set, F4 to lock it. Now what this basically will do is it will evaluate this cell where it says Madonna, and it will look up in this column and it will say, okay, fine, I found it on row number 8, I found it on row number 13, and so on, right? So we're testing this. We're on value if true, and if it is not true, then we want to return a blank, right? So if I press enter, it gives me a blank. Now the best part is, if you highlight this formula and you click on F9 on your keyboard, it will give you some numbers. If you see, it's giving you number 8, number 13, 18, 24, 29 and 34. Basically what that means is that Madonna is located on row number 8, right? Row number 8, and the second one is on row number 13, the third one is row number 18, and so on, right? Now how we can use this is, we can apply the small formula over here, and this complete if statement is going to be our array. After that we put in a comma, and we want the first array, we want the first smallest number in that array, which was 8, 13, 18, so we want to retrieve 8. So to do that, you can use another row formula, and this time I'm saying row A1, which is basically A1. If I type in row A1, it should give me the number 1. If I highlight just this part and I click on F9, it should give me 1, right? So we're going to evaluate this, and wherever it says Madonna, it's going to give us the row numbers. Once it gives us the row numbers, we're going to use it in the small formula to retrieve the first smallest, the second smallest, the third smallest, and so on, right? So I'm pressing enter, and it gives you a value error. But hold on, just highlight the formula over here and click on F9, and you see the number 8. Now that's your secret. double click on this and press Control Shift Enter, right? So that makes it into an array formula, and you can see we've got the row number 8. Now this formula needs to go inside the index function, right? The index formula, and the index formula says give me an array. So your data is starting from here, but just to be on the safe side, I'm highlighting the columns A, B, C and D, so it gives me complete columns A to D. I'm clicking on F4 to lock it, a comma. Now for the row number, this complete formula is giving us row number 8. After that, I'm going to put a comma, and now it says what column do you need. So this is our complete data set. Within this data set, we're looking for row number 8, which is Madonna, and which column do we need to retrieve the values from? We need it from column number 2. So I'm going to press column number 2, and that's it. Close the bracket, and instead of pressing enter, we're going to press Control Shift Enter. There you go, you have iPods, right? Now if I drag this down, it should give me BlackBerry phone, tablet PC and so on. So basically this is on row number 8, the second one is on row number 13, and the third one is on row number 18 and so on, right? So if I highlight this in the background and I click on F9, it says BlackBerry phone. That's your answer. Now you also see that you have some number errors here. That basically means that these values have already been retrieved for Madonna and the rest are not to do with Madonna. So you can wrap this formula inside the if error formula, like so. Highlight till the end, and the value of error we want a blank, so we will type 2 inverted commas, Control Shift Enter, and double click, and that's your secret. Now I can apply this for the region as well. Control C copy, Control V to paste. All you need to do for the region part is change the number 2 to number 3, Control Shift Enter, and it should give you the region. Similarly for the units, it's column number 4, so you just type in a 4, Control Shift Enter, double click, and there you go. Now let's test it. Let's change the name to Donna. Yes, it's dynamic and all the values are updating. Let's check this out now. Okay, Donna is iPods. Let me see if that's correct. Donna is iPods, that's correct. Let me highlight that. The second one for Donna entry is also iPods, that's correct as well. The third one for Donna is tablet PC, that's correct. The fourth one again is tablet PC. The fifth one also is tablet PC, and the sixth one is for laptops. So if you see the values 2336, 2336, 4323, 4323, and that's our index formula with the if error. So you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 nested formulas inside each other, right? This is how you can apply these formulas to extract multiple records where VLOOKUP doesn't work. This formula will work, and this again is an array formula. So I hope you've enjoyed this session, the Excel Advanced series, and if you've made it till here, well, once again congratulations. Keep practicing, and this is Mohammed Mustafa signing off. Thank you.